Recently at an event, somebody asked me what type of videos I make here on the channel, and I really had a hard time identifying myself and to describe what this channel is. And it was then when a friend stepped in kindly and she said something along the lines of, he's actually a productivity slash motivational YouTuber. And then I backed out immediately and immediately corrected her because that is a banner that I actively don't want to get labeled under. And this got me thinking. And so after a couple of days of introspection on why I reacted impulsively the way I did, I was able to come up with a few reasons on what is wrong with the productivity slash motivation YouTube space. And so in this video, even though I somewhat operate in the productivity space and I make productivity videos, I wanted to go through 3 reasons on why you should maybe limit or even stop the consumption of productivity books, productivity videos, and how it's secretly destroying your ability to be actually productive. Chapter 1. The illusion of getting things done. In the book How to Build a Better Brain, author Peter Hollins explains the different ways in which our brains functions. He goes on to say that there are parts of the brain that are actively designed to make us fall for its tricks, and that the brain is developed into 2 parts. The prefrontal cortex, the hero that gets stimulated when actual work is done, which is I think what we all strive for to some extent on a daily basis. And then there's the limbic system, the villain, that is responsible for all our distractions and cheap addictions, or in other words, the production of dopamine. Now, these 2 parts of the brain are constantly in battle with each other, actively trying to get your attention. And with every productivity video you watch or every productivity book you read, your brain tricks you into believing that the prefrontal cortex, aka the hero, is getting stimulated, while in actuality, it's actually the villain, the limbic system, that gets stimulated. And gradually, as you jump from one productivity video to one productivity book to the other, your limbic system in the brain starts to outwork your prefrontal cortex. Or in other words, the illusion of progress blinds you from the fact that you've actually not made any progress at all. It took me a while to realize this, as I was constantly in this rabbit hole of watching one video after the other by famous YouTubers like Matt Diavela, Ankur Warikoo, and people like that. But in actuality, all I was doing was consumption and consumption and consumption and no action at all. And inaction, my friend, is slow death. So let's address where the problem originates, which brings me to chapter number 2. The business of selling hope. A particular line that stuck with me while watching The Social Dilemma, the documentary about social media and its impacts on society, is that if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. And this statement, as you think about it more and more, transcends just the social media boundary. Because when you look at it from a creator standpoint, you as an audience watcher is only of value to productivity YouTubers and Gyan YouTubers only when you are uncontent, dissatisfied, and have no clue on what to do with your life. And it is in this moment where people like Raj Shumani and all of these Gyan YouTubers drag you into their funnel, where there's just random noise coming at you without any specific direction and you just don't know what to make of it. It's like drinking 10 cups of coffee a day and hibernating in energy, but not exactly knowing what to do with it. Because their goal is to not actually make you productive, but to trap you in this illusion of progress mentality. Because if we actually took action, we wouldn't need these guys. It is at this point I want to present the other side of the coin as well. And I do believe that not all productivity content or productivity books are all fluff. In fact, I constantly go back to a few sources that have actively worked for me because, hey, life is not a movie, and most often than not, I at least wake up every day feeling unmotivated, not wanting to do anything. But I think the problem becomes really a problem when consumption outworks action. I watched this fantastic video by this YouTube channel called Better Ideas. I'll link the video over here. And I've never seen anyone else put this more accurately. The crux of the video says something along the lines of, we live in a world constantly surrounded by pain, but pain can be bargained with. And it's on us to choose the pain we want to embrace. There are 2 types of pain. The pain of action, the pain of inaction. With the pain of action, we don't avoid the pain, but we take it on the chin and sign up for it. The pain of inaction, however, is the pain we suffer when we are undergoing the illusion of progress. I still don't know the perfect balance between consumption and action, and it's something that I'm actively trying to figure out. I also don't know what types of productivity content is good or bad. I guess that is a subjective matter. But I think a good guardrail to identify good and bad productivity content is to just see if it's forcing you to take action. And if it does, maybe you're watching and reading the right things. And if it doesn't, maybe it's time to unfollow a few people. This channel is a combination between marketing, business videos, and more genuine, authentic videos like this. If that's something that appeals to you, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.